Hello, great people. Are you there? You saw what transpired for the past like 3 days. There is nothing these people cannot do. There is nothing that they have not done. Oh my God, I can't believe this. They can go all lengths. The other day, we had the Labour Party presidential candidate was asked to leave for his safety. Now, they are interfering with the Labour Party. They made an arrangement to sack Labour Party leadership. When I saw Datti's tweet, I understand the game. Let's look at Datti's tweet and we now take you to the video because a lot of people are beginning to dissociate themselves. Let's look at Datti's tweet. You will be amazed how far these guys can go to do evil. Nigerians do not want you. You cannot impose yourself on Nigeria. We are coming. Let me tell you what happened. As you can see, that was Datti's tweet about 2 days ago. He wrote, that's on Twitter, he wrote, Peter Obi included his name first, listen, then Labour Party, just in case the party got hijacked or compromised to withdraw the petition. You are all dealing with a man who is 2 steps ahead of you. 2 steps ahead. That's good night. They have tried everything. Do you understand what Datti was saying here? That Obi has to include his name first and then Labour Party in the petition before the electoral tribunal. There is a plan to remove Labour Party leadership and to place people who are manipulated by APC. Now they will now say, oh, we are not interested in the petition again. We want to withdraw the petition at the election tribunal, presidential election tribunal. Can you imagine how far these guys can go? So Datti has to okay, let me enlighten these people a little. Let me tell them what's at hand. Peter Obi included his name. In case they manage to hijack Labour Party, Peter Obi is also in the petition. How will you hijack Peter Obi? If Labour Party has been hijacked, you saw what has been happening for the past few days. They went to Labour Party secretariat, seized it. They were doing all sorts of things. Meanwhile, the youths surprised them. Labour Party youths from different parts of the country came and sacked them, including their security whatsoever. But before we get to that, I will play the video of a particular Labour Party. I think he's a spokesperson. I don't know whether he's involved because as it seems now, everybody oh, let me exonerate myself. I don't know whether he's involved. So they are trying to exonerate themselves. And once again, what happened is that they want to hijack Labour Party. But after hijacking Labour Party, they will go to tribunal and say, we are no longer interested in the case. Let Tinubu continue. But it failed. Now, see the video and we'll be right back.
I am here today to first and foremost dissociate myself from the shenanigan that took place yesterday in the name of removal of the national chairman of Labour Party. Many of you must have seen me on camera, but I was the lone voice in the midst of the 6 people that sat yesterday to decide what I consider an evil plot against our party. As you are aware, the Labour represents a unique position in politics of Nigeria. And we owe the people a duty to live up to their expectations, in the objective presented in our constitution. So we have every responsibility to ensure that whatever we do is in line with our constitution. And this includes the need to change the shape, the content, and the character of Nigeria, sustain and defend its democracy, expand the democratic space and culture. It is also part of the cardinal objective of our party to pursue the principle of integrity, credibility, consistency in all spheres of our national lives, which will be engendered through the creation of a new personality who is committed to patriotism, due process, and the rule of law. The enthusiasm and practical demonstration of love for our party by the overwhelming majority of Nigerians, particularly the youth, to whom the present and future of the country is vested, is an eloquent testimony that the people are committed to and are also prepared to march with Labour Party in this arduous task of national redemption. It is in the realization of the foregoing that we are compelled by the situation in our party in the last 48 hours to address Nigerians on the way forward. In doing this, we are mindful of our responsibilities, not only in the ranks of the officers of the party, but also the legacy platform we represent, and which credibility Nigerian people can inexorably relate. Let me make it clear that we are not here to pass judgment on the crisis and the parties involved. I am here,
something is building,
to let you know that I'm aware of court processes being paraded in the media, but yet to be served on the party by those who felt called upon to protect their perceived rights under the party constitution. The laws and the Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria is clear. It is also our considered opinion that while parties in those legal actions have the right to enforce same, and with which the party is bound, the consequential steps in that regard is the exclusive right of the party in tandem with its constitution. In other words, none of the parties have the power to interpret the court processes and implement them at their own whims and caprices. For the avoidance of any doubt, Article 14(2)(b), subsection 17 of the Labour Party Constitution gives the National Executive Council the exclusive power to take disciplinary action against any member or organ of the party as it may deem fit in the interest of the party. This power, we dare say, is not shared by any other organ except the National Convention, which may override its decision. Article 14(3)(a) provides for 3 deputy national chairmen who rank next to the national chairman in the National Working Committee, and 2 of whom are addressing you today, even though my partner is ill-disposed right now. So we do hereby, in this, after wide consultation with the broad spectrum of the party, inform Nigerians that a meeting of the National Executive Council, wherein all issues will be tabled and resolved, will be summoned. All the stakeholders, particularly the custodians of the party, viz. Nigerian Labour Congress, the Trade Union Congress, have been consulted, and at the appropriate time, they will come out with clear direction. In the meantime, all decisions or action taken consequent upon the crisis stands suspended until the meeting and the resolution of the NEC. We hereby call on Inspector General of Police and other security arms of government to continue to ensure security at the National Secretariat of the party, which shall remain closed until the final decision of NEC. We reiterate the continued support of the unflinching commitment to the cause of our party and its presidential candidate, Mr. Peter Obi, in all steps being taken to reclaim the mandate of the overwhelming majority of Nigerians given to our party and candidate at the presidential election held on 25th February 2023. Please, on the final note, we want to appreciate Nigerians. They should bear with us. A lot of enemies are around. Seriously? They don't want us to. Seriously? They never thought we could get to where we are. Yeah. And we are taking Nigeria to the new nation that it deserves to be. That's why in the body of the press conference, we said that the Nigerian Labour Congress, the TUC, and other stakeholders, particularly our presidential candidate, will meet. They are the custodians of the party as it is. A meeting will be held where a clear direction on how things should run be given. Don't forget that the 2 court cases are contradictory. And when court cases are contradictory, you you don't know which one to implement. Okay, so as it is, status quo must be maintained. Abure still remain the national chairman of the party until it is clearly decided by either another court or the organ of the party, that is the neck of the party.
So you can see what is building. We will come back to analyze it, but I will now take you to what transpired at the Labour Party Secretariat. Lots of Labour Party adherents went to rescue the party secretariat that has been cordoned off by police. You already know what is building, but let's play that video and we'll now analyze everything and go. That's the Labour Party Secretariat, the main office that was cordoned off by police. Can you see what is building there?
One house, please. One house. We are not retrained by any control. And now we are coming to secretariat. Okay, we are here. We are here in our secretariat.
Hold on. Sorry, I'm sorry. My name is C.K. Gara. I am the chairman of the Abia State. Do you understand? We had the ugly incident here. We had the stories here. It does not reflect us. No. That's what I'm telling you. That is why you can see the pain we took to gather ourselves from across the federation. Across the federation to come and find out what's happening at the National Secretariat. Mind you, the few persons that came here, 3 of them, we are 56 in number right now, because all the state have chairmen and secretaries who are members of NEC. And NEC is higher than these 3 men that conducted this affair. Therefore, we are here to register our displeasure with the rascality we saw here. This rascality, we are saying, cannot stand. Yes. It cannot stand in anywhere. Yes. You cannot be a judge in your own matter. Yes. Now, they said there was a court case. Excuse me, sir. No, hold on. We are not to make we are taking out. Go to the DPO's office. Whatever the DPO is, let's go and see him. Yes, we go there and see him. DPO is coming.
They are taking back what is theirs. The office belongs to Labour Party, not the Nigerian police or whoever. Solidarity forever. That's what they are saying. They are taking back what belongs to them. Okay, it's under key and lock. Okay, they have the key. They almost damage the door. It's like somebody have the key.
Our door is open. Our door is open. Our door is open. Our door is open. Solidarity forever.
Hey, what is happening in Nigeria?
Just about some hours ago, we were amazed at the report that we had that some hoodlums and thugs invaded the party secretariat, national secretariat of our party, at Tutako, and destroy so many property, carted away documents, chase our staff away, committed all sorts of activities that is not in tandem with the rule of law. Actually, we were told that they went to court and took a particular order, but they did not wait for the court to determine whatever the motion notice is, and they took law to their own hand to come and destroy our secretariat. That is why we, as a very, very important organ of NEC, the Council of Chairmen in the whole country, which continue NEC alongside the National Working Committee of our party, have decided to come here to do an on-the-spot assessment. And on getting here, we discovered that this set of people, some of them are suspended members of the party, who are no more members of our party. Some of them are people that have sold the party out to other political parties, which the party is still investigating. But to our utmost surprise, we discover that they have violated our right as a political party. And they have gone all around to intimidate us with security agents and so many. And we are saying that we cannot be intimidated. We cannot be harassed. Yes. We cannot be cowed to believing that. So Labour Party has come to stay in Nigeria. Yes. And we want to address our political party to allow us, leave us alone. Yes. I want to tell security agencies to not become political party members. Police are not political party members. So they should do what is right according to the rule of law. You cannot be a judge in your own case. They are judged in their own case. They want to carry law into their own hand. And that's why we are here with our entire members from all over the federation to receive this obnoxious and this evil move to derail us from pursuing the court Nigeria has given to us. Yes. Nigeria really gave us their mandate on the 25th of February this year. Yes. And on that mandate, we stand. Yes. That's why we believe in the rule of law. And that's why we have gone to court to say we are challenging this in the court. They should leave us alone. Instead of creating diversion and division in our party, we will not agree. That's why we want the whole world to know that today we have come back to our party, and our party is our own, and we have begun the legal process, the criminal proceeding against all the perpetrators of this very evil and barbaric act.
When you say leave us alone, who are you referring to specifically?
We are talking about that political party because we know some of these people are being sponsored. They are sponsored by people, by parties. And that's why, yes, so, and Julius Abure remain our chairman.
Have you seen what is happening? If you're asked to say what just transpired, you will see that there is an influence from another party. A lot of people are not happy with the petitions at the electoral tribunal. Other parties, and they are trying every means, not just coming to court. No, they are trying to infiltrate Labour Party, and that is what is happening. The man you saw before, those guys who rallied around at the secretariat to maintain law and order, he's part of the leaders of Labour Party, and he has dissociated himself. He said he was silent, though he like I told you earlier, the plan is to take over, to hijack Labour Party and withdraw the petition at the election tribunal and say, Tinubu, just go. Oh, Tinubu, go. We don't have any petitions against you. But Peter Obi preempted them. Yes. It wasn't just Labour Party that was filing or petitioning the tribunal against other parties, Tinubu's win. No. Peter Obi first, then Labour Party. So, they understand what could transpire, what can happen. So they had to do that in case maybe Labour Party, anything can still happen. Because based on what this man is saying, there are pending court cases that can reverse anything. In case such a thing happens, Peter Obi preempted these people. He is 2 steps ahead of them. He is 2 steps ahead of them. He is petitioning and Labour Party is petitioning. There are 2 petitioners. It's not just Labour Party. If it's just Labour Party and something happens and the court subverts the whole thing, the next thing you hear is, oh, we are withdrawing our petition, and that's the end of it. No, Peter Obi went 2 steps ahead, and I believe he will still do that again in upcoming events. Peter Obi, Okute, plus the backing of Nigerians, yes, plus Dati, plus God, and God is the main stay. Yes, God is the main entity backing him, not just that he's what God has been backing him. If you've been looking at what is happening, you understand that there is the hand of God in this Labour Party. So there is an attempt to try to corrupt the party. Yes, there's an attempt to infiltrate the party. There is a particular group. They say they are, they are claiming they are that the national chairman is not the chairman. They have gone to court for that, and they are waiting for, while it's still waiting for judgment, they have taken laws into their hands. They went to the secretariat with touts that were paid. They sacked everybody there. They took over. Who knows if they have made away with sensitive documents? So these particular people and the man who spoke earlier, they are trying to maintain law and order. And from what we see, they are calling for national executive meeting, and it's an emergency one. And according to him, the party has come out to save Nigeria, and Nigerians really gave them the vote, and they will not allow anything that will truncate their plans to get back their mandate, which they said it was stolen. And there is what he said, an important thing to note, because anything can still happen in Labour Party. He said he is not passing judgment, that he's waiting for the courts. So there is this super plot to oust Labour Party chairman and take over the party and now say what they want to say. Can you imagine how these opponents can go? How far they can go in their mischievous, evil plots? And let me tell Nigerians, the whole attempt is to impose certain people from the other parties. The whole attempt is to impose themselves on you by force. And I don't believe Nigerians will watch them do that. So there is a case in court. There are cases in court concerns these particular issues that the court is yet to. Who knows? Aside the election tribunal, that's internal crisis in Labour Party. And according to what we've had, a lot of people have been sacked because of anti-party activities. They have been brought up by other parties to work against Labour Party. And these are the people that are causing this trouble. They have gathered other people, touts backing them. Some of the other parties are, party of touts that use tout to do, achieve their aims. While this man was railing out his point, he said the party, even while staying in court, the party has its own constitution and which must be followed. And they're calling on the National Executive Council members to convene immediately. There is a company being achieved. Sincerely, I'm afraid for Labour Party. Anything can still happen. We don't know what court judgment will be pending that court judgment. But I want to thank Peter Obi for being smart enough to not just allowing Labour Party to petition the tribunal, but he himself taking part in the petition. That is a very nice move. In case, So according to this guy, the man who spoke, he said all actions they have taken, or all actions that have been taken during the time of this crisis remain suspended. So their national chairman remains their national chairman until further notice. The idea is to remove the national chairman, perhaps impose somebody from APC as the national chairman of Labour Party, and and the person will now go, oh, we're okay with the INEC president select. We are okay with the selected man. Okay, let him carry on. But Peter Obi, Labour Party, the men, people in Labour Party, the true ones, outsmarted them. Yes, that was what happened. So you saw what the youths were doing there. The police cordoned off the place, locked Labour Party secretariat, and the youths rallied around, protested, and have their way back into the place. And that was it. And they gave their press conference. Suspended members, people that have sold out, members that have violated certain of their rules. They are the ones that other parties are influencing to do whatever they are doing, sponsored by other parties. They can't be according to that guy, he said, they can't be a judge on their own matter. The court is yet to judge, and they have taken laws into their hands. The whole attempt, like I said from the beginning, is to stop the petitions by Labour Party. Yes, so that Tinubu will have a smooth ride to the top, even when he didn't win. Can you imagine? Anyway, viewers, what do you think? Add your comment on the comment section. If you're not subscribed to our YouTube channel, please subscribe. Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram for more updates. Bye-bye for now.